Peace. I'm MC Enigma.
Soy Bishop the Eastside Nappyhead.
We are
Somos Negros Americanos.
Peace to the Cali.
Saludos al Cali.
Respect.
Respect.
You go on and on and on and on. Niggas don't think it's something. You go on and on and on and on. Niggas don't think it's something. You go on and on and on and on. Niggas don't think it's something. You go on and on and on and on.
With Negros Americanos, well, I mean, negro means black in Spanish. Americanos is American, right? So we're representing the black people, the stolen Africans that's on this part of the world. You know what I mean? That a lot of times the stories never really get told. You don't hear about black people in Panama, Colombia. You don't hear about black people in Nicaragua and places like that. There's silence, you know. No one really knows about this story. And a lot of people in those countries don't know about us, don't know about African Americans. Sometimes they think because you come from the States, you come from money, but they don't know that we are third world people in a first world country, you know what I mean? And we came up with the name because we knew we were going to go to Panama, and we knew we were going to learn the language, and we knew we were going to learn the culture and regurgitate that back at them from our perspective as African Americans with the music that we make and with the thought system and beliefs that we have. And on that.
Yeah, and just to represent, Negros Americanos, that there are three Americas. That there are three Americas. You have North America, you know what I mean? You have South America, you have Central America, you got the Caribbean. So we represent the diaspora, right? And it's about unity.
Living with a family, just to clarify, because sometimes we meet people and they're like, oh, I want to study abroad in Panama too. That must have been so fun. And I'm like, yo, we didn't do no study abroad. We didn't do any guided programs. We wanted to go because we had our reasons, which we'll explain later. You know what I mean? And we wanted to go, so we just did it. We researched how it is that you could do it. And you could finance a trip, you could teach English and finance it. Anybody could do it, You just got to be able to know how to maneuver. So we went out there and we was living with a lady in the same place she's talking about, Concepcion, which was a family member of a lady that we met in the States. That was kind of meant, sent us with her sister. And we were living there for a while. Then we got a job after a couple months, and we had $50 left to our name. Got our own apartments, next to each other. But then I ended up moving because I had a mouse infestation, and there was just it was crazy. And it was crazy, that whole mouse thing. I'm talking about being in a room, a small room, and having hundreds of mice just running everywhere. You know what I mean? It's not cool to be in that type of situation. And I ended up meeting a woman, a 43-year-old woman who practiced Santeria. It just put me in that whole world of just, they call it brujeria or witchcraft or whatever. However you look at the religion of Santeria, where you see it as African culture before slavery, or whether you're, slightly ignorant to it and you see it just as witchcraft and devil worshiping or whatever. However you see it, that shit, it's real, I saw some crazy shit in there, man. One time where they were having some type of ritual, and she became another person, Well, not physically, but it wasn't her, because I knew her. I was with her for a couple months, you know what I mean? And all the gangsters, it was a whole bunch of gangsters, and what happened was their homeboy had got killed like a year before, and they just wanted to chill with him, you know what I mean? Sometimes when they chill with him, they know that she's the medium. The medium is the word I was looking for, between life and death, you know what I mean? So they get her drunk, and then this one gay witch, he was just like, oh, they're coming, he's coming. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Then they just all, it's like 20, 30 of these motherfuckers. And they just all turn their head. They looking at me now, like how I'm reacting to this. And now she's all like, nah. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? But I'm keeping my cool, like this is normal. I'll do this. You know what I mean? I'll live this. And, I'm just thinking like, yo, am I about to be sacrificed? In my ignorant state of mind. But it was a party, but I just didn't know what was going on. And I was slightly inebriated, and that just chalked up to be my craziest moment out there, because I never seen no person become another person that's dead and gone already. And then secondly, never seen that in a room with a whole bunch of known killers that's staring at me to see my reaction to that. You know what I mean? And
Craziest thing that happened to me in Panama was I spent the night in Concepcion, which is the hood out there. It's in Juan Diaz, and I was walking back to my crib in Ciudad Radial, right? And the cop stopped me after I went to the corner store, and I gave him my cedula, which is my ID, passport, and everything, and the guy asked me "Tiene plata?" because he seen I was from United States, and that means do you have money? And I had 75 cents, so they detained me. They threw me in a jail cell with a bunch of dudes. They handcuffed me, and I spent a day in jail. Yeah, for nothing because I didn't have enough money.
But that wasn't
pay.
just themselves.
It was disgusting.
That ain't like here.
No, it was disgusting. There was shit.
Ain't like going to the county.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Shit all over the place. It was piss all over the floor. It was a mixture of both. It was hot because it's a tropical country, and it was just very unsanitary. And they pepper sprayed us. Things got elevated. They were talking about if y'all don't stop fighting in there, you're gonna get shot. And, he stuck the nozzle of the gun. It was a Uzi. He stuck it through the door because it was a small. It was a very tiny cell with 7 dudes, and yeah, man, that was disgusting. But it gave me a lot of gratitude for like fresh air.
Yeah,